Get on up.
Everybody right there.
Get into it.
Everybody right there.
Get involved.
Everybody just come on up. Come on up. Come on, come on. Come on with your come on. Come on, come on.
Hello, I am with 4 High Road Fellows from Cornell ILR, Amy, Annabelle, Lev, and David. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for getting on The Public Good. So you guys are all working in various places around Buffalo for the summer. I wonder if you have a story where you realized this is why my organization is in Buffalo and like this is what I'm really doing here.
Yes. Do you want to start?
Sure, yeah. So I'm a Bread Hive Worker Cooperative Bakery, but my moment, I'm kind of thinking more about cooperatives in general in Buffalo. So my research isn't directly focused on Bread Hive, but rather, cooperatives in general. And so I was actually, the moment of kind of realization that I had, like, oh, this is why I'm doing this research. It was when I was actually watching a video that Lexington Co-op made, and it's this, it's everyone should watch it. It's a really cool video. And it's kind of talking about what their values are, what their message is. It's on their website if you wanted to look at it. And it was talking about, how it's a really community-based organization and how the money that people spend at Lexington really does stay in the community. And that really struck me because I'm from Buffalo. I really care about the city, and it's something that's really important to me, the idea that, the money that we spend at Lexington is just staying in our community and being spent again and really keeping the economy moving. Whereas if you shop at like a chain grocery store or something like that, usually the money is going to kind of leave our community other than, the jobs that it creates. So yeah, that was the moment that really struck me.
Excellent. So kind of a long-term shareholder plan. That's really local. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I think the moment that really stuck out for me at BAC was like I met an interview applicant in the elevator on the way up for work, and as a social enterprise, our job is to create jobs essentially. So she was talking about how excited she was for the interview. She's like, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm like, oh yeah, it's awesome. Like, good luck. She's like, yeah, this is like my first interview I've ever had in America. Like, I'm like really excited. And it's like one of those things that you hear that you're like, wow, like you're like just definitely like completely different from what you're doing, and it's like really cool to hear that, because one, like when you at least when I think of it, you think of America as like this land hopefully for opportunity for people to come here and make their lives better and make their families' lives better, and that's kind of what we're trying to do too. So just kind of meshing the two all at once is like it was a really cool moment. Yeah.
Sure, great. And that's at BAC USA, and
it's
you guys
BAC USA.
manufacture tablets, right?
Yep, mobile computers and tablets.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm working for Art Services Initiative of Western New York, and I'm working primarily on the Arts Access Program, which enables low-income Western New Yorkers to access arts and culture much easier and for free a lot of the time. And I guess what the most impactful experiences for me have been when we do outreach and we go to these community centers. I went to Kenton Presbyterian Village, and I went to Niagara Towers, which are both, Kenton's more elderly care facilities, and Niagara Towers is low-income housing. And going to both of them, I realized who the customer we're actually serving is and how they were so appreciative of the work we were doing.
Yeah.
So I really felt like I was enriching their lives through this program.
Wow, awesome. And you can go to places like the Albright Knox, you can go to all sorts of places around Buffalo, right, with that pass. Yeah, that's great work.
Yeah, so I'm located at WNCOSH, which is the Western New York Council on Occupational Safety and Health, and we also do community outreach because we do trainings for safety and health trainings for these communities. And one of the things we did to try to get the word out that we were doing these trainings was we visited nail salons, and I've probably been to over 104 now. And I noticed while we were stopping by these nail salons that over the course of the day I was getting a headache. So I asked my coworker Suzanne, I was like, are you getting a headache? And she's like, yeah, that's because of how poor the ventilation system is.
Wow.
So I thought of, it just surprised me so much that there's some people who work in that environment. I got a headache within, a half a day of being there. Some people are there every day of their lives. So, and also you go to these nail salons and you say, we're from WNCOSH. We just want to tell you about a safety and health training. And sometimes you know, they look a little frightened, and the owners are like, "Oh, we're fine, nothing to hide here," as if they think we're from the government or something.
Right, for sure. An inspection.
Yeah,
Agent,
and the thing is, you know, we're not from the government, and we're actually trying to help them to be up to code to these regulations before someone in the government comes in. So we're actually trying to get there ahead of time. So, you know, that just really struck me, and that's when I realized, you know, what WinCosh was doing and how important it was to the community.
Wow, excellent. So a real firsthand experience there with health and safety in the community. That's awesome. Alrighty, thank you to our High Road Fellows, and thanks for being on The Public Good.
Everybody over there,
Get on up.
everybody right there,
Get into it.
everybody right there,
Get involved.
everybody just